$801,554 to support operations. This equates to approximately $6.4 to support the WICHE program and $150,000 to support the Guam Coast Commission. This is equivalent to about 75% of the requested amount based on the allotment schedule. The college continues to receive regular appropriations from the Department of Administration. As for capital improvement projects for Building 300, the remaining balance for the contract was $719,424.42. The performance bond was called. Estimated liquidated damages is $1,700 per day from the April 7, 2025 default letter. Change order 10 indicates the deduction of the entire amount of the balance as instructed by GCC. Water tanks, completion of the testing and balancing report, and overall commissioning of the entire mechanical system, building access system, replacement of cracked canopy glass, etc. For the forensic DNA building, 90% of the testing and balancing work has been completed for the mechanical system. BME is still waiting for the official TAB report, which will be provided to TRMA for review once completed. Once TAB is successful, BME will need to bring in commissioning agents from off-island, from Hawaii, to fully commission the mechanical system. This is anticipated to occur in the next 2 to 3 weeks. The 5% retainage of the overall project is remaining. GCC intends to issue a claim letter to BME for components and labor provided by GCC. Completed at the time, despite BME's claims. GCC is anticipating claims to total $17,573.88, which shall potentially be taken off from the final invoice. For Building 2000 emergency generator, confirmation of the project's outstanding balance was finalized and acknowledged by all parties. Liquidated damages will be assessed and taken out from the outstanding balance. The generator was last tested and exercised on February 2026 by GCC Facilities and Maintenance for 30 minutes. Culinary Arts and Baking Center, Building 400. The testing and balancing of the building's mechanical system was completed on February 14, 2026. However, they're still putting the report together and haven't provided it back to BME and TRMA for review, and this is still pending. The main pending item and punch list item that remains is the recoating of the baking center floor. All supplies and materials are in place, but due to the ongoing May 14, 2026. For Building B, testing and balancing report, TFM is approximately 70% complete with the eyebrow work. Fabrication of the stainless steel gutters is ongoing off-site. Building an A and B elevator work is scheduled to be completed by July 2026 by Otis via PFM. Student support services has already started to move into Building B. They're about 80% moved in, and our counselors moved from downstairs in Building 2000 are now located in Building B. The veranda recoating is expected to take place during the summer break after the mock-up sample has been completed and approved by TIP. The specified equipment has been finalized. All equipment has been placed at their designated spaces. Final mounting and installation has been completed by Americana Suppliers. Classroom lighting correction remains one of the main punch list items. Change order 4 in the amount of $42,999 is still pending approval. Brittany from EDA approved the use of contingency funds to support change order 4 on March 16, 2026. GCC will be processing this change order now this week. And for the AC replacement, there's no new updates. The AC reintegration at Building 100 and 200 into the existing DEC is still pending. Carrie is still working with GPA regarding the rebate. AC unit was installed at 50107. That was installed at 5107 had a defective part. This was replaced on March 5th, and there were no issues that were reported. GCC is holding a 10% retainage until the remaining contractual obligations are completed. The nursing RN, it's Gerald Derboxis, and he works at the GMH emergency room. The second one is Regine Salute, and she works at GRMC's med-surg department. So we're very proud that these students were able to pass the NCLEX RN exam.
Congratulations.
thanks to our Vice President, Nursing and Allied Health Department, and the deans. We also have a new Allied Health Administrator, Xenia Pacina, started on March 1st, and she just came in and started hitting the ground running, so we're really excited that she's working with us. She's very familiar with our programs and is very well connected out in industry, so we hope that she can assist us in moving our programs in Allied Health and Nursing forward. We have 8 faculty that have been approved for advancement in rank. 1 faculty was approved to move to the rank of professor, 3 to the rank of associate professor, and 4 to the rank of assistant professor. The summer 2026 and fall 26 registration will begin on March 31st, 2020, April 3rd. We have 2 ongoing cycles. The GPD 16th cycle with CQA is ending on March 23rd with 21 participants. The Department of Agriculture and DOC cycle will end in April with 24 participants. And the upcoming cycle that we're working on is the GFD 24th cycle, which is expected scheduled for April 6, 2026. And the graduation committee has begun to meet to prepare for commencement, which is scheduled for May 15, 2026. Yes, it's
What was the due date for graduation?
May 15.
If that's all, moving on to our student trustee phase.
Yes, so on March 13th, Hobson and I held our general meeting inside the training room 5108 at 12 p.m. Today, March 19, 2026, Hobson located at the Student Center courtyard. There will be food trucks, raffle, display, contest, games, entertainment, and more. There is also the Start at GCC, Finish at UG outreach event where students can meet DOG representatives, explore degree programs, and receive transfer advisement. It will be held in E-Building Room E214 every Wednesday and Thursday from March 4 to April 9, 2026 from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And lastly, on Friday, at the Western Resort Dorm from 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Students may register at the Center for Student Involvement in the Student Center. Room 5101, registration is open to all post-secondary and adult high school students. Gain insight from experienced professionals. And that's all I have for today.
Okay, thank you. Moving on, support staff, or sorry, faculty.
Hi. The English department is having their on-air student showcase on March 24th and 25th in the NPA from 10 till 5. The education department is starting their kickoff invitation to participate in the third and 300 young adults.
Wow.
Yeah, and then that will happen on April 25th, and as well as on the same day, the Earth Charter Conference.
Moving on, Ken?
Yes, to support staff, like the president mentioned, we will be moving to the B building and setting up the open lab and helping assisting the account with their networking. I can't recall it. I think the open lab might be open, but I'm not sure right now. But we have set up the computers for it to be open. Now, staff also really busy with the new upgrade that's coming up, and a lot of training has taking place right now. And we're also preparing for the graduation ceremony and the start of the the summer and fall registration. And yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
What is
They're going to start at 31st. That's all.
Okay, moving on. Any trustees have anything to report on this community outreach? Nothing at this time. I was traveling a lot. So, okay, moving on to unfinished business.
For construction project update for the Wellness Center, the letter of authorization for percolation test and boring at new location was approved and provided to TRMA on March 10th. The update on the project status was emailed to USDA due to loan application concerns. A meeting is scheduled for March 24th to discuss updating the loan application packet due to time delays and major changes. TRMA began redesign work in the Wellness Center. We anticipate an updated design of 60% to be provided to GCC in April. For the solar parking, Building 1000, and for Building D as well, for the Building D project, Pacific Solar completed installation of the roof safety perimeter fencing on February 2026. Pax Hall completed 100% design ready for the permitting process on March 11, 2026, and a letter of authorization for DPW was provided. This project is in the applicable agencies and no additional work has been done. For Building 1000, A&E Services purchase order for Building 1000 for the 140 kilowatt hybrid system is provided to TRMA on March 4th. An initial site visit was held with TRMA on March 12th. Discussions regarding the overall intent and purpose of the PV system occurred during that meeting. A more in-depth site assessment is scheduled for today with TRMA and their electrical consultant, EMCE. For Building 600, an update status letter was drafted and relayed on the overall 60% design, which was supposed to be provided in January 2026. This is now postponed and will be provided to GCC on April. GCC anticipates needing additional funding due to the brick amount not being sufficient to support the entire project. So the secured funding from the governor's office is $1,038,400. The estimated cost of Building F, which includes Building 500 and 600, Master Plan 2020 to 2030. So GCC has submitted an application to GOA to see if we can get additional funding for that project. For the public health building, GCC is in communication with MOA. So we can't move forward with anything unless this MOA is signed because it was included in the Public Law 38/63, which requires that plans be formalized through a memorandum of agreement between GCC and public health prior to any application for financing or grant funding by the college.
Okay. So there's nothing else there, we're going to do this. In front of the motion, copy the ISMD, preliminary ISMD, draft for 2026, 2022. Anybody have any comments?
What was the last one that we did about?
2020 to 2026. It's for a 6-year period.
Right. Are there any major differences? I mean, I'm sure we updated it.
There's similarities in the goals, because there's 5 goals that were identified. It's just the headings are a little bit different, the initiatives are worded a bit differently, like.
And part of that is because of accreditation requirements, right?
Yes.
We signed up for
Yeah,
it.
that's right. The minutes.
falls under the different initiatives and how you're measuring success.
So our Office of Planning and Development, they monitor success, so they work with our AIDR Assessment Institutional Effectiveness and Research Office to monitor what's inputted into the event of our assessment software. And usually what happens is that when we have college assemblies, Kiko or Francisco Palacios will discuss the different goals of the IMSMP, and then we have break that's related to each of the goals, and that's recorded. So we don't just have the goals, we actually monitor progress on the goals.
And returning to the president. After meeting presidents.
Yeah. Okay. If there's anyone else need more time? Okay. Can I get a motion to approve the ISMP for 2026 to 2032? Opposed? Okay. ISMP accepted. Behind that is your 5-year academic plan, or calendar. Can you quickly review that with or without reading glasses? And let me know if you have any questions.
Changes, the only thing that was added was the last column, which is the last column, yeah.
2030, okay.
Yeah, so basically we looked at our faculty senate provided feedback on this. We worked with the deans, the registrar's office, so the dates are pretty similar to what they were in prior academic years.
Okay.
Okay. Can I get a motion to approve the 5-year academic calendar as is presented?
I move the first motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? 5-year plan calendar accepted. Anything else before we move into executive session? Executive session is, thank you, everybody.
We'll check